Hello. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and girls if you're watching. So today I'm going to be doing an embarrassing moments part 1 because there's many more embarrassing moments to come, but that will just be in another video. So I have 7 different stories of embarrassing moments that I went through and I cannot forget. The first one, let's go way back to 6th grade, shall we? Was me running into a flagpole. Not like a big flagpole, but one of those little ones that you put in your garden. So it was late at night at a party. No alcohol. 6th grade. And everybody started throwing water at each other. And remember, it was nighttime. So I had a cup and I was chasing somebody. And she was running away because she threw water on me. So I was like,
look, I'm gonna throw water on you.
So I started chasing her around with the cup of water. And she ducked. And I didn't duck. And I ran into a flagpole and I chipped my tooth. And I got so worried because, you know, I was acting like, oh my god, I just chipped my tooth. And I ran into a flagpole. How does one do that? The next one was falling backwards at track. And I may be thinking, how do you fall backwards at track when you should be running forwards? Well, I do throw. It was my first day at track, or second day, or whatever, for throw. And we were practicing gliding, like getting used to like the steps. And I knew I was gonna be the one to fall backwards. And I knew I was gonna be the one to fall backwards. And I'm always scared I'm gonna be that one that's like, finishes last, falls backwards, hits something, falls over. You know, I actually am that one that does that stuff. But we were practicing the steps and you had to like stay on your tippy toes and like walk backwards really fast. And I fell. Right after the coach said, don't fall, like you might fall, I fell. Full on fell in my butt, and that's not a good impression to make, especially on the second day. At least I was with my friends, but it was so embarrassing. Ugh. My jump box scenario. Anybody that knows me and talks to me knows about this scenario. You work out 2 days a week for track because you do throw, you got
Get that arm muscle.
And there was jump boxes and I was on the second height. It was, you know, after a week of like a couple, I don't know how many days after the first day of track. The second time I did them, I jumped on it, fell forward, and hit my head on the one in front of me. So like, here's the box, I jumped on and then fell, and then I hit the bottom of another one, and it was metal, and I got scratches. I'll insert pictures here. And it was so embarrassing because everybody looked. People said that they didn't see it, but I'm like, how did you not see it? And like the coach was like, oh. So now, every time we have to do a workout, I'm scared that we're gonna have to do box jumps, and I don't want to do box jumps because I don't want to fall. So now I do the little itty bitty one to jump on because I'm too scared to do the second level. The fourth one, falling asleep on the bus. It was like a 40-minute drive. I forget who we were playing. I fell asleep, but I could still hear things. And my friend, what a lovely friend, videotaped it. So, and then right after I woke up, someone from the back of the bus was like, "Oh, Elizabeth, how was your nap?" And I'm like, you knew that I was sleeping on the bus? Like, how did you know? Did the whole bus know?" So, but, I mean, that one's not really embarrassing, but, you know, I thought I would include that little story. Oh, here's one. My Irish accent in Disney. So hopefully this doesn't offend anybody, but last October, October 2018, I went to Disney, and I went to the bathroom in the stall. I was like, oh, I'm gonna do some accents. And so I got out and I told my aunt, I'm like, I'm gonna do some accents right now. And so I started doing an Irish accent in Disney. And I found it like pretty funny. Like, I thought I was doing good, but I think it's like one of those things where you think it's good, but it really doesn't sound good at all. And so I was doing it, and my aunt was like, oh, you know, people might like hear, like, be careful. So we were waiting in line, and a family was like, oh, is this the line, blah blah blah? And guess what accent they were speaking? Like, they were Irish. It was an Irish accent. I'm like, I looked at my aunt, and I think my aunt knew too. And I was so embarrassed, and then I felt bad. I was like, oh my gosh. And it was a long line, so, not a long line, it was a long wait time line, if that makes any sense. So I had to stand there and whisper to my aunt, like, oh my gosh, was that Irish? Like, oh.
I was speaking Irish. Oh.
And she's like, yeah, that was Irish. My sixth embarrassing moment has to be freshman year. My freshman year look was horrible. I was like, I'm just gonna, you know, wear sweatpants and wear a sweatshirt, wear sweatpants, wear a light t-shirt, wear a light jacket, and I look cool. No, it was so ugly, and I barely had makeup on, and I was so pale, and I curled my hair, and my hair was so dead and ugly. Why did I do that? Why am I doing this? And it was so bad that, oh, I look back and I'm like, like, why did I dress like that? So if you're planning on wearing sweatpants and a sweatshirt freshman year, or sweatpants and a t-shirt, bad t-shirt, in a year from now, if you're gonna look back and say, what was I wearing? Don't wear it. Because I didn't think of that, and it was bad. Okay, and then my last embarrassing moment was when I was at the diner with my track team. And the waiter, my meal, I didn't know that it came with bread. You might have heard this in my Q&A. And if not, you should go watch my Q&A. And she's like, oh, what bread do you want? You know, what any waiter would ask when you have bread with your meal. And I totally forgot what types of bread there were. And she's like, and I'm like I was about to say American, but I knew that wasn't right. So I'm looking around, and all like the 7 people that I was sitting with were looking at me or silent. I looked over, I'm like, ugh. And then I turned to Liv, and I'm like, what type of bread do I get? But, you know, it wasn't a whisper, she heard. I'm like, oh, what type of bread? And everyone's like, white, you get white. I'm like, oh, that's it, white bread. I couldn't remember what types of bread. And then she started laughing, and it was so embarrassing. I wonder how many times I said it was so embarrassing. It was just so embarrassing. Well, yeah. Well, What? Okay. What am I saying? What am I trying to say? I don't think before I speak. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video, which should be tomorrow, because I'm doing Mother's Day Q&A. So stay tuned, and have a nice day. Bye!